This is the demo video for the addition of OAuth apps licensing to my application. This is for client ID starting with 344 in SecurityScout integration. So to start off, this is an overview of our platform. What it does, the high level is our platform provides device and account compliance. One of the use cases for our customers is doing offboarding workflows where we disable accounts, log them off of all sessions, and remove licenses. That latter part is what this is focused on, is the removal of licenses. So for the integration with our platform, the same as all of the other submissions we've done. We do have a warning since we are not yet approved. You sign in with the integration, and that is for that same client ID 344, the same one that we had just shown here. That then requests the scopes, once you get through there, to manage the licenses for the user. Click allow, and we then store that in Secret Manager as we have done with all the other requests and all the other integrations. With that capability now, we can go into an account like this test user that we have, and that test user, as you can see, is an active user and does have licenses assigned for the purpose of this. We are looking at the use case of removing Google Workspace licenses, where the user can, or the admin can request that the licenses are removed and remove those licenses. I'll show you how that works in our code in just a second, but that will go through, do the actual removal of all of the licenses, and then do a verification that the user doesn't have any more licenses yet, which is why it takes a little bit to be sure that the licenses are actually removed in Google's backend. In the end, that is complete, and we can go to the user and see that they have no more licenses assigned. Of course, we can then, do the typical suspensions and revocation of sessions that the user had before to complete the actual offboarding workflow for that user. So that is the use case that we have for the capability. Looking at two different parts, on the left-hand side is the initial caching. So we are just using standard GCP or standard Google APIs for the licensing to be able to get those licenses and go through all the product IDs that are likely relevant to have for an organization to build out that list. And then we get those and cache those in our database. So nothing too fancy or special there. The same way for the removal of licenses, we are using that app's licensing permission. We're going through and we are building out finding it here. Oops. Licensing service, which is built through, that's right, we were building that through a method where we get the creds from Secret Manager. We then are going in and returning the license service so that then we can go and take operations on it, such as going through and deleting all the license assignments that the person has. So that is the demo of the licensing capability that we have introduced and are looking for approval on, so we don't get the error warnings.